Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Metzia, page 86. B, part 2. With the words Rabba, Masiv Rabba Bar Ula B'itmei Rav Hoshea. Rabba Bar Ula raises an objection, and some say it is Rav Hoshea. Some say it is Rav Natan, son of Rabbi Hoshea, who raises the objection. The verse states, "And he gave it to the servant, and he hastened to prepare it." Genesis 18:7. The singular term it indicates that there was only one calf. The Gemara answers, Abraham gave each and every calf to one servant. In other words, he gave the 3 calves to 3 different servants. The Gemara raises a question from the verse, "And he took curd and milk and the calf, which he had dressed, and set it before him." Genesis 18:8, which again indicates that there was only one calf. The Gemara responds, the verse means that as each calf arrived prepared, he brought it before them, and he did not serve all 3 calves at once. I made a blessing earlier, so. The Gemara asks, why do I need 3 calves? 1 calf should be sufficient for 3 guests. Rav Hanan Bava said, Abraham prepared 3 calves in order to feed the guests 3 tongues with mustard, a particular delicacy. With regard to this incident, Rabbi Tanchum Bar Hanilai says, a person should never deviate from the local custom. As Moses ascended to heaven on high and did not eat bread while he was there, whereas the ministering angels descended down to this world as guests visiting Abraham, and they ate bread. You say, are they, and they ate bread? Can it enter your mind that they actually ate the food? Rather say that they really approached as though they ate and drank. But Yehuda says, that Rav says, every action that Abraham performed himself for the ministering angels, the Holy One, blessed be He, performed himself for Abraham's descendants. And every action that Abraham performed through a messenger, the Holy One, blessed be He, likewise performed his descendants through a messenger. More elaborates with regard to Abraham. The verse states, and Abraham, I'll fall asleep here a little bit, so maybe what we'll do is just stand a little bit. Might be a better way. Okay. Abraham ran to the herd. Or elaborates with regard to Abraham. Verse states, and Abraham ran to the herd, Genesis 18:7, bringing the meat himself. Okay, I think maybe I skipped. Okay, they just appeared to eat and drink. Okay, Rav Yehuda says that Rav says, every action that Abraham performed himself for the ministering angels, the Holy One, blessed be He, performed himself for Abraham's descendants. Every action that Abraham performed through a messenger, the Holy One, blessed be He, likewise performed for his descendants through a messenger. Ve'el habakar ratz Abraham. More elaborates. With regard to Abraham, the verse states that Abraham ran to the herd, Genesis 18:7, bringing the meat himself, and in reference to God's actions for Abraham's descendants, the verse states, and there went forth a wind from the Lord, and brought across quails from the sea, Numbers 11:31. That God brought meat to them. In reference to Abraham, this verse states, why he took curd and milk, Genesis 18:8. When God says to the Jewish people, behold, I will cause to rain bread from heaven for you. Exodus 16:4, which shows that God gave food to the Jewish people. With regard to Abraham, the verse states, and he stood by them under the tree, and they ate. Genesis 18:8. And in reference to God, the verse states, behold, I will stand before you. There is a pot of rock. Chorif, you can strike back, and there can come out of water out of it. The case of Abraham is written, and Abraham went with them to bring them on that way. Genesis 18:16, and the verse states, and the Lord went before them that day. Exodus 13:21. Yukachna ma'at mayim v'hikisa matzur v'esu mimenu mayim v'sheseh. By contrast, Abraham performed certain actions throughout it as an agent. He said, let a little water be fetched. Let now a little water be fetched. Genesis 18:4. And correspondingly, the verse states, in reference to Moses, God's messenger, and you shall strike the rock, and there shall come water out of it, and the people may drink. Okay, Gemara notes this. In stating this, Rav disagrees with that statement of Rabbi Chanina, son of Rabbi Chanina, as Rabbi Yehoshua, son of Rabbi Chanina, says. Likewise, the school of Rabbi Yanai. Rabbi Ishmael taught in regard to make Gemara notes, and seeing this, Rav disagrees with the statement that Rabbi Chama, the son of Rabbi Chanina, and Rabbi Chama, the son of Rabbi Chanina, says, and likewise at the school of Rabbi Ishmael that taught, in reward for 3 acts of hospitality did Abraham perform for the angels, his descendants merited through rewards. The Gemara elaborates in reference to providing them with curd and milk. The Jewish people merited the manna in reward for, and he stood by them. The Jews merited the pillar, the amud, the cloud, reward for Abraham, saying, now I let now a little water be fetched, and they will merit the full Miriam. The statement does not distinguish between actions and performed by Abraham himself, and there is a performed I totally lost the place. Can't find it. Okay. Maybe it's from a previous daf. Anyway. Yukach na ma'ay rachatsu yadachem amar Shmuel Rabbi Yanai Rabbi Shmuel. The Gemara continues in its analysis of the verse. Let now a little water be fetched and wash your feet. Genesis 18:4. Rabbi Yanai, the son of Ishmael, said that the guest said to Abraham, are you suspicious that we are Arabs who bow to the dust of their feet? Rabbi Ishmael has already issued from him. In other words, your own son acts in this manner. I think I'll stop it right here.